lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, and thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for this Saturday, October 1st edition. You heard me right. I just said that it was October 1st. We are now very quickly approaching ski season, but we're in my favorite time of the year, spooky season. I love October because I love when that like fall vibe gets a little bit on the spooky side. We've got some great national holidays to celebrate today. It is International Coffee Day. So if you're someone like me, you basically have coffee coursing through your veins. And today's a good day to just maybe slow down your coffee intake and enjoy the wonderful taste of coffee. It's also International Music Day, and we are a community full of life and full of music and just a great place to hang out. Now, we just had an incredible artist at the Vail Performing Arts Center. She was amazing, and now we've got another one coming tomorrow, which I'll give you more information on that in just a little bit. It's also International Bookshop Day, which if you know me and you've heard me interview the bookworm before, then you know that I love bookshops and that I specifically love the bookworm because I am still convinced I'm going to meet my soulmate there. We've got a great show in store for you. We're going to show you a beautiful property that maybe you would like to purchase in West Vail. It is breathtaking, and Compass Realty is bringing you that, so we'll check in with them. We're going to do some shopping in Vail, and then we're going to introduce you to a puppy who's been at the Eagle County Animal Shelter the longest, who needs a home. And so if you have the room in your home, if you have the room in your heart, or maybe it's just that time where you are ready to bring a new dog home, well then you're going to meet him, you're going to fall in love with him, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, legs crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed, you bring him home to be part of your family. We're going to take a look at that local weather forecast, give you some information on what's taking place around the community. Like I said, the Vail Performing Arts Center still has some great things taking place for their Underground Sound series, so you can go to vailpac.org to get some more information on that. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall. You're home in the Rockies that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
I was teasing you about a beautiful property that you could have as your own here in this slice of heaven that we live in called Vail, and it is on 1250 West Haven Road in West Vail, and it is breathtaking. Now, Compass Realty does such a good job showing you the house and getting you all the information that you need so that way you can make this home yours. And we're going to give you the information on why you want this home to be yours right now. Compass is the front runner for real estate brokers here in the Vail Valley, and how lucky are we to be on location with the one and only Ty Stockton at this incredible house. Thank you so much for meeting me here.
Absolutely, and I wanted you to come out. You know, normally we meet you in the studio and we talk about all of our great homes and all the unique features, and this one is so amazing. I mean, especially during the summertime with the gardens, the outdoor fire pit, the outdoor kitchen, which is behind us actually here now, or in front of us, but having this setting, we just had to do it on site today, right?
We had to, only because this is a place that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity to get to live here. And right now, people can take advantage of that opportunity and get their hands on this incredible backyard, which is breathtaking.
Yeah, and then, we'll get around to talking about the inside of the house, but because it is so amazing, these homeowners bought the house and they made this big commitment because they're from Texas and they love these idyllic temperatures that we have here where you can sit outside all day and enjoy it. So they really literally brought a few companies in and constructed this whole area out here, and it feels like a complete oasis just behind their house. And this is literally an additional room to the house that is not figured in the square footage as we calculate things, but between the outdoor dining and the sitting and gazing and being in the hot tub, this is another whole room in and of itself. So,
which allows you to just enjoy everything that Vail has to offer. Like you said, the idyllic temperatures, the wildflowers growing in the backyard. And then, of course, we all know and love ski season here in Vail, and that's one of the big drives. And you're so close to the ski runs when you're right here where we're standing.
Yeah, actually the Cascade Lift, which some people may not know about, is kind of a hidden gem because it doesn't get a lot of pressure, so easy to get to. I think off air, if somebody loves this house, I want to talk to them about the Hyatt Gold membership that you can attach to this. So it gives you additional amenities, both accessibility to the lift chair and some of the usage from the Hyatt. But this is great because I'd say maybe not a beginner skier, but intermediate skiers can actually ski home to this house. And excuse me, you have, in general, you have more privacy because we've got almost 7/10 of an acre here, plus all of the Forest Service land behind you. So what you see is going to remain. That privacy is going to stay there. So as we talked about in the summer, it's great, but in the wintertime, ski right home, and then you have this amazing privacy here in Cascade Village. And I want people to discover Cascade Village because it's kind of one of those last hidden gems. We have the core of Vail Village, the Vail Golf Course, which people know about, Spraddle Creek. So some of these more notable neighborhoods, but this happens to be one of my favorite for some of the reasons we're talking about.
Which that's one of the incredible features. The being able to ski home and not be located right in the village is an amenity that you don't get anywhere else. And so to have that in your backyard is incredible in itself. And now let's make our way inside a little bit because this house is breathtaking, from everything from the light fixtures to the molding to the floors. Every little detail that goes into this house is breathtaking.
Yeah, it's a kitchen that a chef would die for, and it opens up to the dining room, the living room, and the sitting area, and it has a rare wood-burning fireplace and these large pane glass windows so you can look to the north, which has a beautiful view of Red and White Mountain, and then, obviously you look out your great room and you see all these beautiful gardens. So, when you've retreated from the outside to go in, you're also treated with great finishes. One of the best builders in town, Schaefer Hyde Construction, built the home, so you can count on great quality, nice private spaces, your own gorgeous master suite with big windows looking outside, and then all the guest rooms are very well appointed. So anybody that stays here feels absolutely lucky that they get to be at 1250 West Haven.
1250 West Haven is the place to be, and there are quite a few bedrooms here, quite a few bathrooms, and so it's a big house. Whether you want to have those guests over or whether you come from a big family like I do where you just have a lot of people to accommodate always, this is the perfect property, and it's got quite a bit of square footage, like you said, so that you do feel like you're isolated if you just maybe need to remove yourself from the craziness of the hustle and bustle of the family.
Yeah, so we have almost 7,000 square feet here, so a lot of room to spread out. 6 bedrooms, so with all ensuite baths, and they have this really cozy little bar area with a potbelly stove. You could throw wood in there in the wintertime and hang out and watch ball games and stuff like that. And it's just one of those houses that when the homeowners and the designers get it right, you feel like you have what I call these sort of moments that you can take in, in the great room in front of the fireplace, and you can have a large family in that one room, and then when everybody wants to go and have some peace and quiet, you can do that. And of course this amazing outdoor space. But what great moments, what great opportunities to really take in different parts of the setting of the house.
And not only is the house magnificent with all of these great amenities, but then you have this garage which acts as the perfect mudroom. So if you are someone who likes to ski and hike and bike and do all of the outdoor activities that we all know and love here, you have access to put them in a safe place always, but then of course a place where you can keep them nice, clean, and in perfect shape to get out there and do it all again.
We know we have that person in the family that likes a garage that looks as well appointed as the house. When you go in, they have the epoxy floors and all the cabinets for all the family members for organization. So, you know, when you go into that mudroom off the garage, you know, it's an extension of the house. And, you know, here with hiking boots and, you know, running boots and snowshoes, and, you know, we have so many, you know, accessories that we need for engaging in all the activities we have here. You know, a house with a great mudroom is really essential, and we're seeing that become a bigger element. And I love that they made such a great commitment to that space in this house, because that's, in, you know, a lot of these mountain homes, that's the main room that you enter the house in. You know, the front door is beautiful and a great sense of entry, but everyday living, you come in the mudroom, you drop your dirty clothes, you know, take your hiking shoes off, and then come right into the house. So really special spot to be in.
All the amenities that make this house so unique and such a wonderful place to get to spend your time. It is like a haven in itself, and that's why it's perfect that it's right here on West Haven, because you have your escape, you have the backyard where you can go during the summer, you can enjoy maybe your outdoor cocktail or your outdoor kitchen where you can make the most incredible meals. I can only imagine the fun that has been had in this kitchen, and I feel like this is a house that creates those moments and those core memories for everyone in the family.
Yeah, the homeowners say this room is amazing for them. We have the electronic awning for shade, and you know, you've got heat out here with the fireplace behind me, so you could spend a whole day. But I do want to make sure we make time. We do have a website for the property, 1250westhaven.com, and I encourage people to go there because we put a lot of energy and effort into, you know, we probably have, at last count, I think we have over 50 photos of this house, a beautiful video that shows proximity to where we are, Matterport tours so you can walk around. So even if you're not in the market to buy a home like this, go there and explore it. They're super fun to really gaze at and look and see how people really think about living at a high luxury level in Vail.
Exactly, and the website, you guys always do such a fantastic job. Speaking of putting so much time and effort into making sure people can see all of the amenities, the detailing of every little thing in the website is such an incredible way to really see the home if you're maybe not here in Vail where you can come see the home in person. This is a great way for you to find all of that information, and if people are interested in meeting with you themselves, how can they do so?
Yeah, well, we take great pride in scheduling private, exclusive tours for people, and I love it when my phone rings and somebody says, I just have to see that house. So I'm really easy to reach. My cell phone number is 970-471-2557. Give me a call if this house isn't for you or you're just curious about real estate. We love what we do, and we have some great homes, and we love talking about all of the neighborhoods in the Vail Valley. So.
Ty, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today, showing us this incredible property and giving us all the great information, which makes this house really a home.
Absolutely. It's been fun, and like I said, we wanted to get everybody here on site to see this particular home because it really is special.
It is breathtaking up here, and that's not even a word that I would say captures the beauty in this house. I can't think of a better one.
I think this should be your permanent stop, right? We'll just do live shows from here right on, okay? Let's
right.
talk to the right people about that.
All right, let's make that happen, and then we'll start broadcasting from here, only because it's absolutely incredible. Ty, thank you again for all this information and taking the time with us today.
It's an honor to be on the air with you, and it's our pleasure, so thanks for having us.
Make sure that you get in contact with Compass Realty because it is such a great way to get your fix of the mountain lifestyle here in Vail, and you want to see this house, so check out 1250westhaven.com to take a full tour of the house virtually. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I told you that we were going to introduce you to a forever friend that maybe you would like to bring home. He's one of the dogs who's been at the animal shelter for the longest period of time, and he desperately needs a home. We had the chance to interview him earlier in the week, and I swear if I didn't have Beatrice already, I would bring this puppy home, because you're going to see in the interview that I was like singing and dancing and talking to him on the other side of the camera to get him to look, and he was just an absolute sweetheart. So let's introduce you to him right now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I love this moment because I get to be with my friend Rhiannon, who works for the Eagle. I always say this wrong, and let's make sure I say it right. Eagle County Animal Shelter.
Yep,
Yes.
got it.
And I'm also with my friend Adams. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Adams. And I want everyone to take a good look at this pup. He is darling, and he really wants a good home. And I'll let you, Rhiannon, kind of give a little bit of a background of this beautiful little boy.
Yeah, so Adams is our longest resident at the shelter right now. He's around 7 or 8 months, came from the Moab area. All of his friends have already been adopted, his sisters. So we're just kind of scratching our heads at why he's still here. He's a good boy.
Yes.
He's a little nervous right here, but he loves to play with other dogs.
I
loves
was a little
people.
nervous the first time I did. Do you remember our first interview? I was like, and lights, smile, Gretchen. Like, no, and I have to say, because off camera, you know, you and I have been with him, he is so well behaved,
Yeah.
but he's still playful and joyful. And I know he doesn't look it, but he's a baby.
He is.
He's a
He is a
little
baby.
boy. And look at this face. Let's see if we can. Adams, do you want to turn? He's so, look at that. Oh, buddy. He is beautiful. He is so cute. And I think you're right. He has such good energy. He would be such a good pal or buddy for someone. Pal. I sound like I'm 80 years old. A good pal. But I think he is darling. And how do you think, because so many of us now have multiple dogs, do you think he would do well with another dog, or do you think this is an only?
I think either or. You know,
Okay.
he's great with. He has a bunch of buddies that he plays with at the shelter. He loves to go on walks. So I think that as long as you know, if he's in a home with just by himself,
Buddy.
that he gets to go out and play with other dogs on a regular basis. I think that's going to make him happy. But
Right.
you know, he's pretty adaptable. He's got the best underbite ever.
Oh my goodness, and he is just a love. I know right now my mom's probably watching this being like, no, you already have 2. He is darling. He is so sweet. And you know, Rhiannon and I were talking so many times and so often, I think people do go for the puppies.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah.
He is a puppy. He's
Yeah.
a little, he just looks bigger, and I feel like he would be a fun hiker.
Yeah.
I feel like he's an adventure dog, great for the mountains. He is such, I mean, look at this guy. He is so cute, and look at this coloring. What exactly is he? I never asked you.
You know, your
breed?
guess
Do
is
we-
as good
right?
as mine. He came from, you know, a reservation kind of right outside Utah. And so,
he's so cute.
yeah, he's kind of a mix. He's going to be a good size, not going to get too much bigger.
Yeah, because
but
his paws look pretty proportional at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like when I got Bali, and I kept on trying to convince her that my dog was going to be tiny. She's like, honey, his paws are huge. Like, no. He is darling. I feel like we need to let's get a good shot of this Adams. Adams, look. He is so sweet, you guys. Who wouldn't love this face? And I know he's going to have a lot of love after this. If
Yes.
not, then I'll just get a third dog. It's fine, because I think he is darling. Look at that. Oh, look
good
at that,
boy.
buddy. He is a model pup. I love
Yes.
it. When people are interested in Adams, how do we go about adopting him?
yeah. So we love for people to come down to our shelter, meet
Right.
him, get to know him, bring the family, bring any other pets you have.
To play.
To meet him. And then, you know, if it seems like it's the right fit, we have you start out with an application process. If you rent, you know, make sure that you've already talked to your landlord, get a copy of your lease.
That's huge that
Yes.
you said that, because I know sorry to interrupt you, dramatic pause, but I do know a lot of times here, so many people want pets,
Yes.
and you need to make sure that that's okay, because
Yeah.
people need to remember the love for the animals is just like a love for a person, and they get so excited that they're adopted, and
Yeah.
that is very, I'm sure, painful for them to have to come back. So
Yeah.
very important that you can make sure that you can have pets.
Yes,
I agree.
absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, because I know this one here is such the biggest heart of gold, because you have to see that sometimes where it
Yeah.
doesn't always work out, and you need to remember as a human getting an animal that it's hard on them, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the effect of it. So, and
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't work out, but you want to be prepared to make it the best transition it can be.
Yes, absolutely. As much as I love Adams, I don't want to see Adams back at the shelter. I want him to live his
100%,
life and
yes.
have a wonderful life. So.
Oh, he's so sweet. I just love him. So I hope that you are excited about Adams, and you can call yourself, Rhiannon, at the Eagle Animal Shelter, and other people, obviously. You're not, she runs the whole show. There's so many amazing people that work
Yes.
there. I know many of them. They're just insane. I love going down, and even I need to come and visit you guys.
Yes, you
I used to
should.
do that all the time. I'm like, where has the time gone? I'm like, we're all so busy. I can make
We
the
are.
time. That's an excuse. I love you. No, but I'm so excited because I feel like this little boy, he needs a forever home. And right
Yes.
now, there's no better time than the present. And I mean, how often, look at that face. Oh my gosh. And I mean, I know all of us here can say this easily. I have to laugh. Maddie has the biggest grin on her face right now. We all have animals that have rescued us. And
Yes.
it sounds cheesy, but it is so true. My dogs are the loves of my life. And I wouldn't be the same human without them. And I can't wait for someone to get this pup and have the same experience. And
Yeah.
for him, he deserves a good home.
He does. He
He's
does.
such a sweetie. Look at, and he's doing so well on camera.
I know.
I'm impressed.
He's definitely like checking everything out and watching Maddie jump around behind the
know.
cameras.
And I have a question too. This is something that actually a couple of people have written into me, listeners and viewers alike. I know the process because you and I are so close, but some people were asking about if you don't feel that it's a great fit, does
Yeah.
that happen sometimes? Do you, because you guys really watch to see to make sure it's the right home. And not even, I shouldn't say a fit, but that the home is right for the animal
Yeah.
as well. Because sometimes people don't have the yard space, etc.
Yes.
You do go ahead and really take that into consideration, correct?
Absolutely. Any of our large breed dogs, we want to make sure that if you are living in a townhome or apartment,
Right.
that you have that active lifestyle to get
I love
Adams
that.
out, running, playing. You know, like obviously we want each of our dogs to have a huge, giant yard, but that's
Right.
not,
It's
you
not
know,
realistic.
realistic in our valley, and that's okay because we do so much outdoor
Right.
activities and we're
Hiking
out
and-
and playing so much. So. I think that we just like to have conversations with people. So be prepared to chat with us. Be
Right.
prepared just to, let us know kind of what your lifestyle is like, and we'll help you find that right
And
pet.
that's what I was going to say. I think that's brilliant, and I love that you do that because your turnaround rate, I mean, you guys really kill it.
Yeah.
I brag about you a lot. We all know this, but pretty obvious that you're one of my favorite humans. But it's truth. I mean, you don't get a lot of dogs coming back, and that's not
Yeah.
usual. Oh, hey, look. A gift from above.
Well, and that's why we're so, scratching our heads while Adams is
I
still
know,
here because he's
he's
been with us for
brilliant.
2 months, and that's a long time for us to keep a young dog,
But
so
I think you're right. So often the puppies, but
Yeah.
he is a puppy. You guys, I cannot stress this enough. I can't wait for Rhiannon to text me in a couple hours and say that Adams was adopted. If
Yeah.
not, you know what? I might just have to have a third. Sorry,
you go.
Rhiannon. I know you're not ready for this, but there's worse things.
yes, absolutely.
And Rhiannon, what is the website that we can all go to check out all the animals? Because I know you have cats. Sometimes
Yes.
you've had different animals other than cats and dogs as well.
Sometimes
too.
we do, yeah. You never
Yeah.
know what we're gonna
You
have.
never know.
Yeah,
Life's
but
like a box of chocolates.
Yes.
You never know.
it's at the main Eagle County website, so
Right.
eaglecounty.us, our department's animal services,
Okay.
and then all of our adoptable pets, all our information about our shelter, about volunteering, and everything is available on our website.
Awesome. And the
Yeah.
last thing I do want to touch base on, because I know I've seen this quite often, is if you do have extra food, oh, he loves it. I think that might be his now, Maddie. So he's obsessed. Look at this cutie. Guys, please adopt. Please, please, please. If you do have extra food, if something would
Yeah.
fall through, unfortunately, as we know, this is not a happy topic, but pets do pass, and
Yes.
people have extra items,
Yeah.
gates and crates and all these different things. Will you take them?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
Because I
yeah.
know that's something
Yeah.
that's really cool, because then you can give it to people that maybe
Yeah.
have a new pup and can't afford all those things. Because I know all of
Yeah.
us are a little stressed for money as of late. So
Absolutely. No, we'll take anything. If we can't use it at the shelter, we have a free area that people can come and
That's amazing.
and search for whatever they need. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Rhiannon, thank you for being you, and thank you for, let's just one more time get a good look at this pup. He is so cute. I'm like, let's turn him.
turn around. Addie,
He's so cute.
Addie, what are you doing?
I just hope you guys, in your heart, if you want your forever friend, I feel like he is a beautiful soul, and he's such a sweetie. Look at that. Oh, how could you say no to this face? Look at him, he's so cute. Thanks so much, guys. Keep it right here for more of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Summertime is here, and we all love laying out in the sun and reading a good book and just absorbing some new knowledge. And we've got one of the experts in this space, Carrie May from the Eagle Valley Library District. Thank you so much for meeting me.
Yeah, thank you for being here today. I'm super excited to talk books. All librarians are typically excited to talk books. Today, I really wanted to feature some of our nonfiction content. Typically, people think that's maybe not as exciting as all the new fiction we have coming in, but I just want to reassure you that we also have some really fun nonfiction coming in as well.
And you've brought a lineup of books behind us. This one immediately caught my eye.
Yeah, so this is the big book of tarot meanings. Tarot is really hot right now, so if you just happen to pick up a tarot deck and want a little more insight into what your reading may mean, this is a great book to check out.
And between that and then the cookbooks that you guys always have cycling in, which this is something that I really need to dive into. My cooking skills are terrible, so you can start with the beginner ones and just work your way up from there.
Absolutely, and what's really great too is if we have some really specific ones. So if you're, kind of craving something specific, this is a new one that recently caught my eye, That Noodle Life, and I've already perused it, and it has basically any type of noodle you can think of. We have Asian noodles, Italian noodles, and believe it or not, it even has taco noodles.
Whoa. All right. So I just signed up for my library card. I know what I'm doing later, looking into some taco noodles. Yeah. And then beyond that, you've got some crafting books and some great books with just beautiful pictures that really bring what's in the ocean to life on a page.
Yeah. So we always have a phenomenal collection of photo books. Again, this is a new one. It really ties into our summer reading theme too, Oceans of Possibility, but it just has the most incredible, beautiful, underwater pictures, and whatever photo team worked on this just did a phenomenal job. They're beautiful, and I don't know how they got those pictures underwater.
I never know how they do that. So if people are interested in looking at the nonfiction section and maybe chatting with you as the expert in this space, where can they do so?
So any of your Eagle Valley Library branches have a great nonfiction collection. We have branches in Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, and just walk in and ask your local librarian.
Carrie May, thank you so much for giving us all this great information and taking the time to chat us through some of these new books that you have.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here today. I hope to see you guys in the library this summer.
Make sure you come check out any of the Eagle Valley Library District libraries, only because they've got the best staff and, quite frankly, the best selection of books, and you want to start your summer reading. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Vail has a great nightlife, and it's only getting better as we have an expansion into some great new bars like the Bad Kitty Lounge. And I'm standing here with one of the owners, Brandon. Good morning, and thank you for meeting us here bright and early.
Thanks for having me.
We're excited to be here only because you guys are new to the operation, and it's a ton of fun to come in here and grab a cocktail.
Yeah, we like to have a good time in here. We're more focused on having good times than anything else. We can make pretty much any type of cocktail you're looking for. We have pretty extensive back bar with probably one of the bigger whiskey and tequila selections around. I don't think we compare with Segundo, but we like the good stuff. And yeah, basically like to have fun, but don't like to take it too seriously.
And you guys are new, so you haven't been open for more than 3 years right now, but you're in such a great location, and the ambiance and the atmosphere is what makes this place different from anywhere else you can go out in Vail.
Yeah, so we're located at, it's 227 Bridge Street is our address. We're on Bridge Street right below 10th Mont Whiskey. It's kind of hidden, but not really once you know where it is. And yeah, we just like to run around and have a good time. We're going to be 2 years old October 23rd, so we're going to put together some type of anniversary party. We're not quite sure. The first one we themed like a 1-year-old's birthday party and had one of our employees dress up as a baby with a big old cake and looking like it was their first birthday and eating sugar for the first time. So we're looking to do something like that and just kind of have fun and celebrate being around 2 years. We somehow made it through COVID, and that was fun for now.
I was actually here for the first birthday party, and it was a ton of fun because watching that whole thing transpire put a smile on everyone's face. I was giggling so hard I was snorting, which like is not my finest hour, but it was a really good time.
Yeah, we just it kind of is the definition of how we try to go about things. We think about everything on the front end and try to not take it too seriously on the back end and just have a good time with it.
And then, of course, you guys have some signature cocktails. So let's talk about some of the signature drinks that you guys make here and how you created these cocktails.
So our signature cocktail is kind of the irony of this place. When we started, when we first opened with COVID, we started without a menu because we only had a capacity of 6 people. We wanted to create an experience for everybody that came in here. So whoever would come in here, we'd talk to you and figure out with you of what you wanted to drink instead of you ordering something that had a list of ingredients off a menu. We've made numerous menus, but that's kind of continued with the more experienced vibe and more intimate vibe with a smaller space. So we still don't have a menu, but the signature cocktail is, so to speak, what you'd like in that moment, whether that's a Miller Lite and a shot of whiskey or anything that we can, make up or whatever. It's just fun cocktails, and we just use fresh ingredients, we use quality ingredients for everything, and just try to make it a nice experience for everyone.
Which it is a nice experience, especially when you come in here and you can give them the specifics. So I like my drinks tequila, and I'm normally like a tequila soda with lime. So I always let you guys add that special twist to it to make it so it's not too sweet, it's not too bitter, but it's like the perfect in between, and you guys always do such a good job.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we just try to make it fun, not take it too seriously, and make sure everybody feels welcome.
Which is really cool. And so what was the inspiration of kind of the decor in here? It gives off that 70s more speakeasy vibe.
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of, speakeasy is kind of the opposite of what we wanted it to go, but we wanted it to be a comfortable place where, for lack of a better term, everything was Instagrammable. So pretty much all of the features of the bar, a lot of them are going to be something that people want to take pictures of. It's the best marketing you can get is people taking pictures and posting it on their Instagram. We're not really trying to push our marketing. We're trying to do more of a grassroots kind of really interact with the community and build up from the ground instead of trying to blast people with all that. So that was kind of our intention with it. And yeah, it was kind of a mid-century modern, what feels nostalgic to you. Like we have the wood panel wall over there, or something that like so many people walk in and they're like, oh, that was my grandmother's basement in Florida, or like whatever. Like it just doesn't have the smell, and we're like, good, it doesn't have the smell. But like we just try to, every component always had something that brought back some kind of memory to you. From like the little bumper we have on the bar, we have our bar top is literally Formica. It's the cheapest surface you can buy. But it also looks like something that is familiar. It slides glass as well, of like just little components that are functional yet create and catch like memories to your eye.
Which is something that's so important because these nostalgia moments are something that make everyone so happy. Like the clock, the cat clock on the wall back there always puts a smile on my face because it makes me think of going to like old diners in small towns that I've lived in the past, which then I'm always just like, oh, like to go back to that moment as a small kid.
Yeah, and that was a great gift from the Hoffman family, which are some locals around here, that they gave us on the day we opened. But it was, again, just one of those things that they're like, your bar's name is Bad Kitty Lounge. It needs this clock at it. But yeah, it's just the little fun things that you walk in and see, and you're like finding some type of connection to the space more than like, yes, anybody can create a bar where it's like, here's a drink. How do we actually create an environment and a community that people actually want to come back to instead of just drinking at?
Which makes it really fun. And every time I've come in here, you guys always have a great turnout of a crowd just because it's a fun place to come. It's a fun place to hang out. You've got great cocktails. You've got a great ambiance. And you've got a great staff that really do make you feel welcomed and like you should be in here enjoying your drinks.
Yeah, the biggest thing you can say out of that is the staff. Our staff is what creates the heart of this place and creates the vibe. Another big thing that we wanted to intentionally do was have a smaller space. When you have a bigger space, you need to make it feel smaller at times because it's so big and it'll feel lonely. But no matter if there's only 5 people in here, it still doesn't feel huge and by yourself. So we intentionally kind of had it. Luckily, people are showing up to it, but intentionally we had it to where we would have people in here and it would never feel stuffy, and there was still little sections that you could hang out with your friends in groups, but also you're feeling like it's the same group at times as well.
Which I love, and that's one of my favorite things about coming in here is I feel like you come in here, you get to see all of your friends, all of your local people, and you get to meet some great new people, whether you're sitting at the bar or just kind of mingling around. It's a really fun place to hang out. And so what are your guys' hours of operation currently?
We are currently, so for off season going from now until probably December 10th, we'll be open from at least 5 until midnight. And then once probably December 10th or December 15th, we'll roll into 5 p.m. until at least 1.
Which is incredible because it brings that nightlife that we all know and love here in our community back to life, especially as you're keeping those later hours of operation. Now, my final question to you is, what was the inspiration behind the name, the Bad Kitty Lounge?
The inspiration behind the name, one of my good friends and I growing up would always say it to each other. And we called it, I forgot. We went to a hockey game and we called it some entertaining name of experimental drinking, but it was brainstorming. I forget what the name was now. I'll think of it in 2 seconds. But so we went to a Yeti game, which whatever it is now, but we went to a Yeti game and we were just all saying really dumb things back and forth to each other and had a couple drinks. And one of our bartenders, Michael, said to me, he's like, "Why don't we call it Bad Kitty? You say that all the time." And I'm like, all right, and then kind of brought it around to everybody else, and everybody's like, no, and then 3 days later, everybody's like, okay, let's go with that. So it just kind of was one of those organic, natural things of kind of how we're trying to build the bar up, of just us saying silly things to each other and having a good time, but not taking it too seriously.
Which we love because you can definitely feel that when you come in here. It's such a great place to come and hang out. Brandon, thank you so much for giving us this time this morning, chatting with us and letting us experience the bar in kind of a different light.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, it's weird to have the lights all the way up.
Make sure that if you're looking to run around Vail, you come check out the Bad Kitty Lounge. It's a fun place to grab a nice cocktail and just experience the small town atmosphere that comes with it, that homey feeling that you guys have brought to life here. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
If you're running around Vail Village, well then the best place to stop is Fuzzy Wig's Candy Store, and that's because they've got everything you could ever dream of here. And I'm standing here with one of the fabulous people, Matt. Matt, thank you so much for meeting us.
Oh, of course. Thanks for stopping by this morning.
What do you got going on over there?
Making a batch of caramel. We make all the caramel from scratch, so this is just basically butter, sugar, glucose, and half right now. And then it boils for a really, really, really long time. And then I'll start adding all the evaporated milk in, and after an hour, you have caramel.
And then you'll dip all of the delicious apples. And so you guys are one of the few candy stores here in the village where you can get literally everything your heart could ever dream of.
We're trying. I mean, we don't have everything, but we have a lot. And so for instance, this amount of caramel would probably cover 3 times as many apples as we have here, but we'll go back and we'll use all the caramel that's not on the apples we'll use to make caramels and turtles, and we use it in the fudge because we're making almost all the chocolate stuff here. So,
which is really incredible. Everything here is so delicious. You guys have my favorite sea salt caramels.
Oh, they're the best.
They're to die for.
Dark chocolate sea salt caramel all day long.
All day long.
Yeah.
And this is the only place that I will come and get them. And if I'm
Thank you.
try anywhere else, I'm it's okay, but the caramel is never as good as it is from here.
You can tell everybody that.
I
agree.
I just
right?
publicly did.
No, I fully agree, but I'm biased. So, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, dark chocolate sea salt caramels are a dark pecan turtle. Coming off the mountain in the morning after skiing or snowboarding before work, we'll be super hungry, and so we just house them. It's an immediate thing with coffee.
I can only imagine how much candy you probably consume in like a month basis.
Not as much as you think, because like the longer you're here, the pickier you get.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, we all have our moments, but you bring food so that you're not snacking nonstop. But, oh yeah, we eat it.
Yeah, for sure. And the coolest part about Fuzzy Wigs is you guys are a family-owned and operated business.
Yes, so give me a second, I need to add some milk here. But yeah, so we've been doing this, we started doing this in '93 up in Steamboat. So, put some perspective on it. That was like when I made my first batch of caramel. That was 30 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, we're still family owned. It's us. Like if you were in some of our other stores, you'll run into like my mom and my stepdad and my brother. And yeah, it's just, that's the great thing about us being involved in all of it is it's still us. Like each store is a little bit different, and we do things here that we don't do in any of the other stores, and we carry local artists, and so we're trying to do as much of it here, and that's what makes it fun. I mean, we live here.
Right.
So, yeah.
And that's what does make it fun, because you come in here and you can tell that it's just an out there store. Like you guys get to have all of the most fun things in here, but also you can feel that family vibe as soon as you walk in. And I was lucky enough to meet Blake the other day, and
Yes.
so now I've met two of you guys and spent some time with both of you, and just getting to come in here and know that it's still family owned and that you guys are really living the Vail lifestyle that we all love makes it really cool.
Well, and like Blake's been around since he was 18. He came in like almost 14 years ago, and so now he's family, and he's still around, and like his wife Victoria works here, and Krista, who grew up in the valley, has been here for like 10 years, and so she'll come by with like her little 1.5-year-old Willow, and so yeah, it's once you're sort of sucked in and you're here for a while, you're just all family.
Which is the best part. And so if people should know anything about Fuzzy Wigs, what separates you guys from some of the other candy stores that they could come to in Vail, what would you say it is?
Well, we try to have a little bit of everything for everyone. So whether it's your grandparents or your parents or like little Willow, I mean, we try to have stuff for everyone. Yeah.
Which makes it so incredible. And where are you guys located, and what are your hours of operation if people want to come enjoy some of your fun candy?
All right. Well, we're right on the Children's Fountain. When people call and ask where we are, we say, we're across from Wild Bill's, and we're next to Pepe's and Axel's, and we're right on the Children's Fountain, and we're here every day. We're even in the off season, even in November. Unless it's snowing a ton and it's junky out, then we might be skinning in the morning, but we'll be here in the afternoon.
Which I think is the way to do it, and then it shows that you really live this lifestyle, which is the thing that we all know and love here.
Well, thanks. We're just happy that everybody has been coming by for 14 years, and hopefully everybody continues to come by. And we're here. We're not going anywhere.
Listen, I would like to tell you that we love you guys so much in my family that my dad makes his way from Park City to visit, and we always come in here and stock up on jelly beans.
Well, and it's funny because everybody has their own little thing when they come in.
Mm-hmm.
So like people from England, for some reason, they have a hard time getting Jelly Belly stuff over there. So they always stock up on that. But then we've been like over the past couple years, we have ramen. And so it's all special ramen from like South Korea, and it's super spicy. And so people have their own things that they come for year after year after year. And they expand on it a little bit, but there's always like your dad. He's always getting jelly beans.
He's always getting the jelly beans. I normally come in for the chocolate, the caramels, but also the shame factor is I probably come in here once every other week and buy something.
Everybody has that shame factor. We don't tell anybody, but seriously, that's the great thing is we know everybody who's around here because everybody's coming in on a regular basis, and that's what makes it great, because then we know everybody who's working around here and living around here, and it's just a great thing. And we've seen people, over the past 13 years, like Candace from Axel's, we've seen her daughters grow up. Mm-hmm. Like Seeger, who's Becky and Jesse, and they're over at Gorsuch, like we've seen him be born, and now he's in like, I think 5th grade or something. So we've seen a lot of people like grow up, and it's actually really cool.
And it just shows what a great part of the community you are. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us, teaching us a little bit about the caramel apple making process, and just spending some time with me this morning.
No, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
We love it here. If you're running around Vail and you have a sweet tooth, well then this is the best place to come because they've got everything for everyone in the family. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to spend our Saturday mornings with you, and we hope that you enjoy it as well. Make sure that you check us out on social media. You can find us on Instagram at TV8Vail, and you can find us on Facebook as well at TV8Vail. We love to see what you guys are up to, so make sure that you tag us in all of your fun posts. Get out there, have a great Saturday. Maybe open your arms up, bring that adorable puppy home because he needs a home, and maybe it could be you. Also, check in to buying that beautiful house. Go get some candy in Vail Village. Enjoy a cocktail at Bad Kitty. What an incredible show. We've had some great people that we've got to introduce you to. We've got so many great local businesses here in our community. Now, don't forget to go enjoy a nice slow cup of coffee for International Coffee Day at the Bookworm for National Bookstore Day, because what a great combination that is for a day like today. Get out there, everyone. Have a happy Saturday, and make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 to 8.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer,